apart from the wonderful accolades that you're getting, you've had a bit of a share of a criticism as well. Shobhaa Day has written, I think, this interview, "Will the real Salman Khan please stand up?" And you've responded to her as well. Shobhaa has said, "It's me. I have a problem with goody Salman Khan. I vastly prefer the wildly over-the-top rascalas ripping off his shirt and spouting risk lines. I buy stereotypes." So, how do you react to this entire?
See, if it was a critique of the film, I would not react ever, because a film is out in the public space. Right. Everybody is open to say what they want to about the film. It's their right, it's their privilege, it's their prerogative. But what I took umbrage to, what I did not, I found very distasteful was, some of them actually in some way questioning my intention and my integrity.
She's saying that the thing is, I have a problem with movies that manipulate.
And she said this is an agenda. This is an agenda to clean up somebody's image. I mean, I'm a filmmaker. I'm not a lobbyist. My job is to make films. I don't spend one and a half years of my life trying to clean up somebody's image if there's a problem in it. So it's really unfair to speak in this sort of a unpleasant manner. A whole team that works on a film. It's not just Salman and me making a film. This is a huge collaborative effort. There are people working very hard to make a film, and we are here to tell stories. We are not here to create lobbies. Unfortunately, as I've mentioned earlier, a lot of these columnists are basically lobbyists and have agendas to write, and in that I think they've started doubting everybody's intentions. It's really unpleasant, and I did react at that point in time because I was upset, but beyond a point I don't even want to speak about it, because the more you speak about it, you're just giving credence to somebody who I don't think we need to be speaking about.
Generally, the movie has been reviewed very positively. In fact, which is some would say surprisingly as well. But in fact, during the press show, once it just got over, there were reports that people had moist eyes. The journalists, they had moist eyes as well. Now, apart from that, in fact, a friend of mine, Ajay Brahmatma ji from Dainik Jagran, he had I was seeing one of his reviews, and he said a very interesting thing that बहुत ही चालाकी से फिल्म लिखी गई है. What he meant was that he's conveying his political viewpoint in a very subtle manner. He's having these comments on the political situation both in India and Pakistan, and the way the perceptions are कि हिंदुस्तानियों के पाकिस्तानियों के बारे में perceptions या पाकिस्तानियों के हिंदुस्तानियों के बारे में perceptions, उसके बारे में उन्होंने काफ़ी चालाकी से critique किया. Do you take it as a compliment when someone says, because even for Ekta Tiger you had said that you had used Cuba because of the entire communist angle and all these things. So you have this tendency of using subtle symbolism. As
I've already said, I always like mixing up politics with my story. I always like giving a political backdrop to my films, political context to my films. So yes, I mean, in this, we were definitely, when we were writing this film, there's a lot of subtext in this film. There's a lot of political comments we're doing about not only India, Pakistan, but about just the relationship between communities in our own country, the kind of stereotypes we have about each other. That's a very integral part of the narrative. But what I'm really happy about is that we managed to do it, and we haven't really, do it in such a way that people have taken, have been offended. I think people are laughing about it. As I had always said, I think humor is the most profound way of making, putting a point across, and that's what has happened. So yes, of course, I think we really thought about how to do it. Having said that, it's not like I over-analyzed how to sort of put those points across. I think the best way to do it is go by your gut instinct. I believe my heart is in the right place when it comes to these kind of issues. So I said, let me just say it the way I feel would not offend anybody, and we put it across. I think we made some very strong points in the film about our current sort of socio-political situation, and I'm really happy that people have accepted it wholeheartedly, and nobody's got offended. They've actually, it's made them think. This film is actually making people think, and that's for me is a great achievement.
One more, in fact, criticism that Shobhaa Day is having, in fact, talking about the Kshatriyas part that you're having, and that Kshatriyas are meat eaters, and they are fair-skinned as well, and somewhere.
Obviously, people who don't have a sense of humor and don't understand sarcasm would not understand it. You need to have a funny bone. You need to understand where you're being sarcastic. That entire character of Bajrangi has been shown right from the beginning that he lives on stereotypes. He has stereotypes about everybody. You can't suddenly pick up one stereotype and say, hey, but you said this. It's, what in the film is making you believe that I'm a casteist or I'm communal. I'm saying those to actually poke fun at people who believe in those stereotypes. And if somebody is catching it at face value, I'm sorry, I think there's something wrong in their system of values.
Hi, this is Faridoon Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.